everyone, and welcome back to Empire Total War with Darth Mod. Last time around we were able to take Quebec. Now it's only if we're going to be able to hold it. I really don't like the fort battles because, well, they lag out because the enemy pathfinding goes to crap. So that's happening here in North America if the French try to take back Quebec. In India, our army was so depleted after taking this fort that I went ahead and signed a peace treaty with the Marathans, only for a time though, because I'm planning on doing blitzkrieg tactics by first of all replenishing these two armies, then making them ready on the border, and then ready to declare war on the Marathans again, and then snipe out the two regions and to bypass most of their army, because, well, fighting those troops are very hard. Then I'm gonna see about Christianizing this region of India as well. And in Europe, nothing much really, trying to build more ships and stuff. Anyways, let's go ahead and end turn and see what turns up. So the Marathans, given the strange... Okay, so the French, first of all, did not go ahead and attack us. Yeah, we gotta keep an eye out. There might be landing armies here and there, so we gotta keep our eyes open. As I was saying, with the diplomatic situation that is Empire, there is not... I mean, there is a good chance the Marathans would declare war on us again. They didn't. Doesn't mean they're going to in the future. I was forced to give up. I didn't have any money, so I gave them a load of technology, nothing of which they can really use on the battlefield. So that's good. We got ships coming. This navy has arrived in America, so we'll go ahead and replenish its force. Speed that up a bit, and then replenish that. So that's good. We got lots of stuff constructed, mostly rice fields and mines being constructed. Ancillary gain, Digger Archer got a stupid nephew, and that apparently gives morale in battles. Sadly, his mother, while big with the boy, was frightened by a particularly ignorant horse. Oh. Right. So he's got a stupid nephew. Right, the French elected not to go ahead and attack us, instead consolidating their positions near Montreal. And that gives us time to replenish the army and also give it a new general. Murphy Ramblings is taking charge of it. We're gonna turn this into a church. This army is gonna retreat because, well, it's not big enough to take on these guys, and I don't want to provoke the enemy to go that way. What instead we could do is possibly go to this place, and then we're gonna upgrade this as we turned back here. Wait, how much did it actually cost to replenish this army? It looks like it's cost me at least 15,000. So that's pretty expensive. Back to India. Let's see, can we replenish this? 5,000. Remainder of this, 7,000. So that's very expensive to replenish these armies. We still make 33,000 a turn though, which is good. We just gotta turn these lands into Christian lands. And how about a drill school? Now, I don't think we're gonna go for plug bayonets. I think we're gonna go for explosive shells, because I want some new, better cannons. If we're gonna sort of level the playing field against the AI, that especially in India where they keep charging. We need to make sure we need some spies down here or some. Well, we do have an agent here. We do have. I didn't show getting him, but we got John Shore, which is a factory master, and I guess we'll have to use him as a spy to check on the enemy's regions here to see when the strike of our two armies will best be put to use. And then let's use the ships we have built to strengthen the raiding navy that I've got out there. So strengthen that against the French. They had a pretty powerful navy that was going around here. France, I mean, compared with everyone else, we make quite a bit more in trade. You can see here, 31,000 in trade. Let's see. From America, we get not that much actually. 1,400 trade. Is this from America though, or is that the North America? We get about 5,000 from North America. So it seems as though India gives us 11,000. So most of our trade comes from India. So it's going to be very important to hold on to India. Anyways, let's go ahead and end turn and see what happens. So, some questions were raised about the length of the video, because most of these do not run around 30 minutes as my Napoleon Total War ones did. And that's really because of the added campaign movement and the fact that battles don't occur in the same frequency as in Napoleon. Napoleon was quite easy as well, because I wasn't that far from the next battle. In this, I could be turns. They could be... let's see. The Mahathans want trade. The thing is, I'm planning to declare war on them again, so I don't really want trade. The power is strong, but mine is terrifying. But then again, I rule an empire that stretches across all the areas you can be in this game. Oh no! Goa has fallen to the Mahathans. So the Portuguese have lost their holding in India. Well, that's actually good, because then I can take it. Flying shuttle. So this nation has made... The flying shuttle means the width of the loom can be increased beyond the span of the weaver's arms. Very good. And we've got College of Divinity. Very good. Spreading our religion. What I noticed here, I talked about this region earlier, being Austrian. The Austrians actually switched. They traded the regions. So, if you look here, Silesia and Breslau is actually controlled by the Mughal Empire, which is ridiculous to say the least. Now we're gonna build a load of churches everywhere. Churches all across India. How far have we gone here with turning these guys around? 8%, that's not a lot. I'm hoping though, with all these churches being built, John Smith, private secretary. That's good. Who is he in government? Is he in government, John Smith? John Smith is in government. He's the Chancellor of the Exchequer. And he's got lots and lots, so he gives us lots of bonuses. Let's kick out the American gun. There we go. Valentine Chandler, harsh reputation, and Jughead. Well, at least he's got 4 points, so we actually gain some extra points for America, which is good. Now that we got this place called India under control, is the Mughal Empire... Yeah, the Mughal Empire is still at war with them. You can see their army moving across here. So what we want to do is we want to build up... We need more money. And that means building up these locations. So tea, we need tea. We are of course the British Empire, so we need a lot of tea. We need spices. Spices are good. A lot of tea. Tea is very good. And then we got some mines and stuff. But what is this? Is this iron? I guess that could be good. We got gold here. Gold is good. And then the ports could also be upgraded. But I want to see what's going on in North America, because that's also quite important. And meanwhile we do that, check trade. So tea is 15, cotton is really what we want. Wait, the tea plantations can they be switched to cotton plantations? It doesn't really say. In the others it actually says, you know, which is switched for which. I'm hoping, well, we could get a lot more if we switch that to cotton. Cotton is needed. Right, so this army is back here. What it can do is go through here. But I want to see what they actually got here. Okay, so this place, we burned this as well. So church, 10%. And then we need to repair these buildings, don't we? I made a mistake. That wasn't actually 1500 coin. It was 15,000. So I can upgrade quite a few more things. Let's make sure to turn this around. Good. And boom, 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 boom. Yes. Maybe you need some more men. So station you over here, and then we can see about recruiting more troops once this is built up. And we need to check. No problems here. Any French navies on the move? Any more invasion armies being put together? Ah, look at this. They have attacked and taken this from Spain. So the Netherlands have increased their region against. So they're taking Brussels and Flanders, so they control that region. Who else are the Dutch at war with? Are they at war with France? They could be overrun by France if they're not careful. They're at war with Prussia. They're at war with loads of states. Probably should see about going into peace with a few of them. We're still at war with the Huron. Not sure if that's super necessary. Let's see, is there anyone I can start trade with, since we make so much from trade? Savoy. Savoy, how about trade? They want military alliance. And they are allied with Prussia and Austria. They're not really at war with anyone, so why not? Flying shuttle, yeah, sure, you can have flying shuttle. How much am I making from the trade with Savoy? 2,600, that's good. Plus we get to see this trade route here, so we can see what's going on. And it might be good to have Savoy as an ally, because it's on border with France. Bloody Frenchies. Let's see. Anything else I need to do? Explosive shells, we got all of this going on. So no, not really. So let's go ahead and end the turn again. I think we're looking at the battle with the French there to take Montreal. They're digging in and they've got lots and lots of troops there. But I have a big army, and if I face them in the field, they don't have a fort there. We should be fine. Spain is up to something. They were up to something. The Ottoman Empire. The Ottoman Empire is very big. Sweden. Manhattan Confederacy. 13 colonies. Savoy. The Iroquois. Let's see. When is it my turn? Other nations I need to look at for. Not really. There's nothing. Let's see. Boom. Hyderabad. We got gentlemen recruited. And It's a shame they end up down here and not in Europe, where I would want them. But these gentlemen's gonna have to be spies for me.
Can I be as it pleases you, Your Majesty?
And they're gonna have to spy on these regions to make sure that we can snipe these guys out. Let's see. Trent gained. Isaac Newton got carpeting loon. Reaches points for enlightenment technologies +1. But military technologies -1. So let's see what it says. Usually it's rather funny, isn't it? Let's see. There. Poor Jack's mad. Poor Jack. He's mad. Mad he is, but... Oh. It went too fast. And then... Oliver Charmsdale. Not entirely sure who he is, but he got the well-connected mistress, which got plus management of treasury and of justice. Protestant, yes, we got Protestant minister. Nice. Philip Hood. And he's gonna turn this region around. 10%, that's good. What's this? The Mohawk Terror. The latest in a stream of street gangs terrorizing London in recent years has come to prominence. They're like the predecessors, the Muns, the Hectors, the Scourers, and the Knickers. This gang of vicious ruffians, known as the Youngbloods or the Mohawks, a crude interpretation of the Native American Mohawk tribe, is running amok in the streets, attacking both men and women with their acts of indiscriminate and brutal violence. Usually in this case, men are being attacked with knives, sometimes losing fingers, hands or noses, whereas women are being sexually assaulted. But no one is being robbed in the process. Okay, so the gang is just up to... They're just molesting people and attacking. Well, cutting off someone's nose is more than molesting. It is possible by their method that the Mohawk are wealthy gentlemen with no need to steal, but with the insatiable thirst for the excitement of violence. The authorities have rightly fixed a bounty for £100 for the gang's capture. So it's a gang of rich kids running around hitting people in the face, cutting their nose off and stuff. And they say and old people say it was better in the olden days. We've focused a lot on India. Maybe some on the ports. The ports do a lot, do they? To increase trade routes. And we got a lot of ports in North America and the Caribbean. So let's go and upgrade these ports. Yeah, it's probably needed to have one of these as well. And these ports are done. And then we certainly have some ports here. Fishery. Not how useful that is. Well, we got 2 other ports, so yeah, it might be good to have that. The iron mine, let's go ahead and get that going. Let's see how the army is faring. The army is at full capacity at this point, which is good. Syllabus, good. And 15%, we're gonna go ahead and build up all of these regions, and then we're gonna have quite the massive battle against the frogs here. They've got so many bloody... They've got this full stack, and this is a 40 unit full stack. I'm sort of beginning to question whether it was a good idea to take the 40 stacks, because, I mean, then they haven't been that much more enjoyable, have they? What's this? Horse grenadiers? I didn't know I could recruit those. Interesting. I don't know if they've been that much more exciting, the battles. Anyways, let's go ahead and have this battle, which I think will end the French in North America, more or less. I don't think they have a lot here. And then we can just phase them out of North America, which means that we then push the French out of India and North America. And then we can see about what we can do to them in Europe. Anyways, I think we'll go ahead and start my saving. And then it's time for the army to march. Crush them! Sweep them aside! So they did not attack us as we marched up. That I think is a good sign that they did not intercept us. So there's 5,000 there, and we don't know, we can't see what's in the reinforcement armies because, well, it's too big really. We though have 8,000 men under Murphy Ramblings. It's a shame that we lost the general in the last battle due to the fact that I didn't check that the reinforcement army had turned up, which was very unfortunate. And so here we are with the setup of our army. What I've gone ahead and done is I've put the Scotsmen over here together with the Irish volunteer infantry, and they will march up through here together with the Highlanders to claim the Highland position. Then we got all our artillery here. The colonial line infantry all strewn out here in 2 lines. The reserve of militia and pikemen back there. And then in the forest we've got 1 unit of colonial dragoons. So, let's go ahead and start the battle. We're gonna start off with a battery duel. And the French probably not gonna like this. Oh, there goes the cannons. They all fire, and it's all gonna land in this here region. Not entirely sure how that guy died, because all the cannon shots seem to have landed in this area. The French got quite a lot of Indians on their side. Let's march up the Scots, and then we'll have the Irish volunteers on either side. Possibly some in reserve, but they will march up like so and hold this position. The line infantry hasn't even been able to start marching off before the enemy comes towards us. We got 2 units of cavalry. We'll form square here, and then the first line will advance. Not all of them, because we've made it a bit different there. Let's go ahead and drag them across here, and then all the way to town. So we have first rank moving up, and then we're gonna have a second one moving up behind. Oh, one went for the cavalry, the other one went for the square. None of them, I think, are gonna do very well because there's quite small units. But I guess the French really wanted to waste those units. Same with the one that went against my dragoons. And then we have all our men marching up. And the Scots are about to come into position. Probably need them to run into the position so they can actually start firing. This one will be the first one to fire, I think. The enemy there is actually out of our range. So we'll turn in to face them. And then the Irish volunteer will move up as well. There we go. It's only first rank that's firing now, though. I'm not entirely sure what's happened that's changed that. Before we had, or in, like we did in India, where everyone's firing, but here just the front ranks are firing. Let's get the units in line. Could mean that the battle is going to take a bit longer because only front rank is firing. We have the high ground though. And that will probably, or hopefully, prove devastating against the French. Plus, we do outnumber the enemy quite a bit as well. We have a local superiority against them. They are in a forest though, and that's certainly going to help them. 73rd Highlander Regiment opens fire upon Native American mercenaries. The Irish volunteers are getting fired upon by mercenaries over there. We're coming a bit too close here for comfort, really. Let's get these guys into position quickly. So these two not really gonna be able to do anything here. So what we want to take them up as such. And then this Irish volunteer unit is getting hit heavily. Oh, we actually got bayonet attack going on over here. So the Scots are being attacked. I do think the Scots are pretty darn good, and they got fire support by the Irish there. On the rest, we are winning against them. Let's see on the main line. Yeah, these guys are all kind of firing. Some have broken into melee. But of course the French, for some reason... Oh, now they do have bayonets. Look at that, now they do have bayonets. For a very long time, our French enemies did not have bayonets. The French, though, decides to charge in on our lines, which I don't see. This one has already lost 100 men. I don't see how that's possible. Almost. Oh, cavalry unit comes into this one. Thing about Empire is you can form square even after they've hit you. But then again, the square isn't as powerful in this as it is in Napoleon. Okay, so front line is completely getting attacked here. If that's a word you can say, getting completely attacked. If that's the tactical term I'm using. We are breaking them here though, so the flank is going to be turned on the French army. The thing is, of course, the French have a lot of reinforcements coming in. We probably need to reinforce, the center now. The second unit will march up just to the edge of that wall. And then they will deliver a volley into the Frenchies. Is that the general? No, it's not. Right. The Irish volunteers will move up and deal with the mercenaries. And then this one will come like so. And then these two Highlander units will come slightly off the hill and open fire upon the enemy. Oh, this unit broke due to the charge of the cavalry. You will fall back and form line across there to aid your allies, and then these two will come completely into the flank here. So you can see the French, they're very much, especially look at this unit, how sort of surrounded it is. So we gotta get these guys quick, soon, to get them ready behind the wall. Especially here is gonna be important to fire. And the square just opened fire. Second line, open fire. This unit gave way. They held as long as they needed to. And then the second lines opened fire. The second line opens fire. Sounded... Oh. Do they have a sneaky unit firing from concealed positions here? Yes, they do. It's an Indian unit then. Irish volunteers will move up. This unit will move up. There's only one enemy unit here, so I think the Scots can clearly move in on him. And then the Irish volunteers need to move up to deal with these guys firing into the side of this unit, which is now suffering quite a lot. They probably best if they turn. The French attack has been dissolved, although the front line is mostly not very useful anymore, so it will march back. It's only really the square that's useful anymore. Where are the French reinforcements coming in from? I can't see them just yet. We found the Indian units, or the Native Americans. There's more Native Americans coming up here, and there's more over there attacking the Irish volunteers. And the Scots just broke down that unit, which means the Scots can advance. And the Irish volunteers are dealing with the 3rd Colonial Foot. And all the enemies in the center are broken. Form back into line. Well, that's great. Our cannons have stopped firing. Why don't you destroy those enemy cannons then? This is gonna be quite the barrage coming in. I'm not entirely sure why the French don't try to save their guns. Why don't you target this unit? The front line will now comprise of this unit as well, because that one did pretty well. So march up to this what's it called, fence and stuff, to fire from there. And these guys will replace the Irish volunteers and deal a final blow to this one. We've got some Scots here in the back. They can turn around. The Irish volunteers will fall back and join with the rest of the Irish volunteers over there. Right, I think I see something nasty coming up. We've got enemy reinforcement turning up behind us. Cannons, hold fire and turn around. Cavalry, get over there. This unit needs to march over there. That means, really, well, there's nothing there for this line to actually do up there. So it needs to turn around and come this way. These guys needs to hold for as long as possible until this line is ready to come in and aid this situation. So the enemy is turned up behind us, which means we need to turn the guns around. Pikemen continue forwards. Are the guns in position? Where is the general? He needs to be facing the right way, and I think we'll keep him on skirmish mode to try to keep him off the enemy. Okay, so this area was dealt with. So it's only the Scots now that are fighting against enemy general bodyguard and Native Americans holding that last hill there. Okay, the cannons are ready. It's time to unlimber them. Ah, crap, this guy is going for the general. Light colonial horse. Line infantry, halt and open fire. Save the general. Form into line and open fire. Run away, general, run away. Are our cannons firing upon the enemy? Our cavalry was forced back, and the pikemen should form square. God damn it. Bloody bastards sniping my general. Right, we need these men, so Scotsmen, fixed bayonets. Then these unit will march. Irish volunteers. Irish volunteers over there. Irish volunteers over here is engaged with the general, so fire upon him. The Scotsmen will charge. Yarr! Right, the enemy was dealt with. Now let's march to the front line over there. Enemy general is going to be dealt with. Our general. God damn it. Finally, the enemy was broken there. And now the front line has proper line infantry in it. So the militia can move back. Still got these guys out in square there. Ottawa scouts. Were these the ones firing maybe from concealed position? The square is not going to do well in such a situation, so it needs to retreat. We've got lots of cavalry and stuff. The thing is, we don't really have a backup line, but it seems as though the French right now are content with shooting, have a shooting contest with us. Thing though is these guys in the forest are having a hard time. Oh, they're going in hard here. Same with the Indian cavalry, the Native American cavalry. Ah, god damn it. Get this guy onto the side. Hold your fire since you're shooting in our own back. Let's see, most of these men should be directed to our left flank. Thing is, if the enemy breaks through here, we can use the cannons to break them apart. Might be best to turn both of these. You should be able to fire upon the Indians and the cavalry alike. Our front line is sort of ish breaking apart. Cannons hold fire. Switch to canister and wait for my order. Do we have Irish volunteers will stand behind the cannons? We got an other Irish over there. Okay, so we've got breaks going on all across the line. Canister, fire at will. Oh, that's great. Turn the cannons around when you're supposed to fire canister. Where did they fire that? They just wasted tons of shot. All the cannons over here. Didn't fire upon anything. Oh, heroic death. Oh, Murphy Ramblings died. There we go. That's what we wanted to see. The troops in the forest, they're holding on though. They're holding on, but not for long. This flank is holding on. There's a lot of Frenchmen coming through here though. These guys are dealing quite damage to us. Right, these three form along there. Do we have 3 more coming in. They need it on this side. The general, since he's dead, you go ahead and fix this gap. And why don't you get on this side and open fire there. And you, since you came back, will form over there. And let's see about remanning these guns. We're fighting heavy. There's heavy fighting going on over there. Let's see about if we can aid the fighting by spraying it with canister. Get the pikemen to retreat. This unit needs to retreat up onto the hill. These guys will be actually behind there in the center to make sure that that area is under our control. We still got a lot of enemy Frenchmen coming in. This unit needs to retreat out of that forest. Canisters is being fired upon the Indians. They're putting down stakes there. Well, that's wonderful, isn't it? Someone wanted me to do. What you can do is you can press insert, and you can go into a unit, and then you can follow the bullet. But in these really, really big battles, I don't want to do that because I don't want to risk a crash just for that, and usually it's not very spectacular when you do that. Anyways. Come on, shoot this unit. Shoot the units right in front of you. General in there then. He's not really needed anymore. And then we can turn these guys in, coming through the back here, behind the Frenchies. Get the guns fired. Oh, they stopped just in front, just to get blown away. Bloody frogs. Get the reinforcement up here. Where did the pikemen go? The pikemen are retreating. We got these 2 units out though. And they're now behind the enemy line. And these will close up the side. And this one will come over there. And let's see, where is the general's bodyguard? Get back on the guns. Get back on the guns. Where the general has retreated now. A unit of Indians fighting a cannon crew. do we have here? The Irish volunteers are fighting the Indians hand-to-hand combat. We still have Frenchies in the forest as well. The Indians withdrew. The Irish are about to give way though. A lot of the cannon crews were broken off because the enemy got close enough. You can see there's not a lot of enemies left. Let's see if we can march through here and just push the enemy away. Let's concentrate on these over here. Get rid of them. And then we have a single enemy artillery piece out there. A lot of the French troops are retreating. If I can get in the back with the general there, maybe I can call just a general charge. Onto the French. Massive charge among all my remaining troops. See about getting the general to attack the cannons. The Scotsmen come in and they're aided by Colonial Line infantry. Oh, so it's the Hessians that are the last ones to give up here. And they're about to be attacked from all sides. Lots of Scotsmen coming in, charging. This unit as well. They're probably looking to run to the hills at this point, given the massive amount of troops that are coming at them. Still holding on though. Oh, these guys were shattered. Continue on into these. Cannon crew firing back and forth. Get this one to rout, and I think we can get all of them to rout. Continue on and get that one. Just look at the bodies lying dead everywhere. I'm not entirely sure why the enemy focus in on. I guess they knew they had the knew it had the advantage in manpower, and so it went ahead and did all these bloody charges. Trying to charge our line constantly. They don't try to break it down first by shooting at us, trying to get the advantage that way. They just try to go directly for the charge. Boom, there we go. The battle was a victory. It took a long while to complete this though. So, missed that target of a 30-minute video again. So this one is probably going to go up towards 15. I mean 50. So we lost 5,000 men, 3,000 remaining. The enemy lost 7,000, 2,300 remaining. Let's see about the casualties here. So the enemy killed, we almost, according to this, I killed more than 1,000 men of my own men. And the enemy killed about 600 of their own. So I think it was the canister we fired onto our own troops. Once again though, our general was killed.
Waiting for orders.
Oh, they gave away the position.
Ready and waiting for orders.
I will force the surrender of this region, and that means that we are in complete control. This army, I should have kept it there because now it could have moved in and finished this off.
Setting up at the ready.
Get rid of these bastards. Someone get rid of that priest. Upper Canada. And rogue death. All my generals keep dying. We put the new one in there. Iron Forbes. Looks very American.
Fleet.
And now the fleet. I want the fleet to go ahead and check what's going on here. Because this will be the next target. And they got a little church here. And they got quite a sizable force.
Where to, Captain?
And they've got an army protecting the port as well. And we're gonna blockade it for now. And you know what? Since this took so long, I'll go ahead and do a lot of the building up of regions and so on. Off camera I still have 22,000, so... Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye!